Vivien Vance's final interview wasn't the kind Hollywood was used to. There were no bright studio lights, no jokes carefully placed for the cameras, and no glamorous mask to hide behind. Instead, there was just Vivien, softer, older, visibly tired, but more honest than anyone had ever seen her. Sitting there, she looked like a woman who had spent her whole life making the world laugh, even when her own heart was quietly breaking. She spoke about growing up in a small Kansas town where dreams like hers weren't supposed to exist, and how she had to fight her own family's doubts just to step onto a stage. She admitted that fame didn't feel like victory the way people imagine. It felt like pressure, like being trapped inside a character the world refused to let go of. "They called me Ethel everywhere I went," she said with a weak smile, as if Vivien didn't exist at all. The room went silent. Even the crew behind the cameras could feel something heavy in the air, because this wasn't a performer speaking, it was a woman finally letting herself be seen. When the interviewer asked about Lucille Ball, Vivien's voice cracked. She didn't talk about the spotlight or the ratings. She talked about loyalty, about the kind of bond that survives arguments, exhaustion, and years of carrying laughter for millions. "Lucy saved me more than once," she whispered, her eyes filling with tears she didn't bother to hide. Then came the moment that broke everyone. Vivien paused, gathering her breath, and said, "People think comedy is easy, but sometimes laughter is the only thing keeping you alive." It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't rehearsed. It was the truth. Toward the end, her hands trembled, her strength fading, but she refused to stop speaking until she finished what she came to say. "If I made anyone feel less alone," she said quietly, "then I did something worthwhile." By the time the cameras cut, grown men in the room were wiping their faces. The interviewer couldn't even speak for a moment, only reaching out to hold her hand. And in that final goodbye, Vivien Vance didn't leave the world with a punchline. She left it with something far more powerful, her heart. Not long after, her health worsened following a stroke, and in 1979, she was gone. But the emotion of that interview never faded, because for the first time, America didn't just see Ethel Mertz, they finally saw Vivien.